Welcome back to another episode of Learn Tarot with me. That was my dog saying hello to you guys. Welcome back. He's glad to have you here as well as we are learning about the Chariot. This is card number 7 in the Major Arcana. So the Chariot, I've always loved seeing this card in readings whenever it comes out because, my goodness, my dog has a lot to say today. But I love seeing this card because the Chariot is the fastest moving card in the tarot. So that means like when this happens, when this one pops out, the thing is about to happen very quickly. So whatever your surrounding cards are or whatever you're asking about, there's going to be some incoming action that's going to happen, whether that's you doing it or it's, a brand new job and that comes in quickly, whatever it is, right? So let's talk about the Chariot. What does he represent? So this card is about control, willpower, success, and action, and balancing two different urges. So what you'll notice from some of these cards whenever you guys find the Chariot is that oftentimes there are two different horses in it. And I like to picture one, there's like a black one and a white horse, right? A black and a white horse. If both horses were going different directions, you're not going anywhere. If this horse is like, I'm over here, and this horse is like, I'm going over here, nothing's happening. There's no movement. So it's about learning how to align these internal struggles, because at the end of the day, dude, you are the one steering. So take over. My dog is going to be very talkative. Through all of our videos, probably, he loves when attention is on him, and it's not happening right now. So he takes action. He is not afraid of the tarot, or of the tarot. He's not afraid of the Chariot, okay? My dog takes action when he wants something. So this card could also mean travel too. So like whenever I was moving to a new country where I live now, and I was like manifesting this out of thin air, I had the Chariot card come out several times, and it could mean that you're like moving to a new house, to a new city, to a new country, whatever. It could also mean like incoming communication as well. So just action is being taken. There is a lot of movement happening here. One of the things that I read online as well is that it's creating a clear path. And I think that's what goes into like the two different horses. So whenever I look at this, I think of like our shadow side and our light side. So like navigating, I don't know, we usually have like conflicting urges, right? Like, I mean, it could be, should I marry this person or not, right? And the Chariot is saying, just take aligned action. Like, just pick one. Pick a direction and go that direction. Acknowledge both. Like, give space for both your shadow side and your light side. Honor both of them, but you be in charge. You steer the ship, my dude. Steer the ship. Or the Chariot, huh? Okay. And astrologically, this card represents Cancer. The planet is Moon. The element is water. And upright, this is a yes. Now, let's go to it in reverse. Also, can I just point out how pretty this card is? I really love this deck. It's so pretty. Actually, I love all of these. They're all pretty. I mean, heck, I love the colors on this one. Y'all, that's like gorge. Okay. So let's talk about the Chariot in reverse. So the Chariot in reverse can represent self-discipline, opposition, or lack of direction. It's saying to back up and change your direction. Like, ooh, slam on the brakes, skirt, you know what I mean? Back up, you're going the wrong way, Haas. Or you're letting obstacles get in the way of progress, right? So like sometimes in some of these Chariot cards, you see that there's a Sphinx that's at the bottom of them. And I did look it up, but I forgot what the meaning was around the Sphinx. So please put it in the comments if you know, or you guys look it up or whatever, because I don't remember what it was. But what I think is interesting is like the Sphinx, there's like no movement at all, right? Like the Sphinx in Egypt is like legit, it's a giant stone. Okay, that thing is not going anywhere. So I think it's fascinating that sometimes it has that in here. But so in reverse, it's saying that you are like not going anywhere. Maybe you're pulled in two different directions. Like your one horse is going this way and the other horse is going that way. And that wobbling, dude, the universe does not do well with wobbling because it doesn't know what you want. The universe is constantly wanting us to pick. The universe is reflecting back to us. It's kind of like a pool of water or a mirror. The universe wants to reflect something back to us. And so if we are muddled, if we have muddied the water, then the reflection's unclear. So when the Chariot comes out, it's saying just pick a decision and go. Okay, pick a choice. I will say, and this is just some advice I had heard from someone on TikTok once, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. She was saying that there's a difference between a decision and a choice. And I was like, girl, what? What do you mean? She said a decision is when you decide to try something out. Just pick a path. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just pick something. Once you pick it, then you begin to experience that decision and you get to choose whether or not you want to stay in it. So the Chariot is saying, stop waffling. Just decide something. Once you get in it, if you really hate it, turn around, dude. You're fine. You can turn around. You're not stuck. In reversed, it can also mean that you need more discipline, which is why I'm here today. I was really not in the mood to record this video. And I actually recorded this mostly already, and then I totally messed up and I had to re-record, so here we are. So I am trying to do the Chariot upright, okay? Even though I really want to be in reverse right now. I want to just be like sitting in my bathrobe watching Netflix, but here we are. But I will say I do love learning about tarot and I do like making these videos, so it's just that wobbling that I had beforehand of like having to hit record and put on anything other than a bathrobe. And this can mean lack of movement or stagnation, or it could mean to loosen the grip of control and to not micromanage. So, you know, it says something in here about control, and I am kind of curious about how that plays into movement. And, you know, you more experienced tarot readers, and those of you who are like learning with me, please help me make the connection here, because I do get it. That's not true. I do get it. It's this guy, control, you deciding. Stop letting the universe or circumstances take over and just leave you wobbling and leave you stuck. Like, you decide which direction you want to go. But I think we can often take that too far when we're scared, right? Like when we're scared, we can be scary. Sometimes I heard that quote from Brene Brown. She's amazing anyways, but she tells herself when she gets angry, she's like, Brene, when you're scared, you're scary. And I think that we can do that too. So like we could be overly controlling and micromanaging of the horses if it's in reverse. And so it may be a sign of like, hey, just give them some breathing room. Trust them. Just you tell them which direction to go and let them get there, right? Let go of how the universe is going to bring the path about. So like whenever I moved to the country that I'm in and I like manifested this, okay, whenever I was very much in my Chariot energy, I had the temptation to be overly controlling about how I got here. And I was like, you know what? The universe does not work that way. the universe, the universe will get you to your destiny. You just have to like be open to how it gets you there. So I think that the Chariot in reverse is basically saying like, hey, give the end goal and then back up. So like for me, getting a visa to this country, I tried multiple ways at the same time, and I was like, whichever one sticks, universe, we'll go with. I trust you, universe, to open a path. You are going to clear things out of the way for me, all the things that I can't see. So anyways, and when it comes to love, the Chariot is saying to take control of your love life and be clear about what you want. If you are waffling in your love life, this is an opportunity to get clear. Make a list, okay? Make a list of all the things that you want in a partner, then go through that giant ass list, and then decide from there, what do you need? Because our wants and our needs are different. Like, what would you have to have in a relationship in order for you to actually be happy? And what are the things you can toss away? Okay. And so the Chariot is calling you to do that. And it's just a balance of our shadows and light sides and all that stuff. According to the Lord of the Rings, you guys, okay? I was trying to think of like what part of the Lord of the Rings would Frodo really mesh with when it came to the Chariot, and I wrote down Frodo going to Mordor alone. Like, he decided for himself, like, you know what, people are getting killed because of this situation, so I'm going to go alone. But I've been rewatching The Lord of the Rings, and I think a better example of this might be whenever Frodo was with Sam, and I think they were with Faramir. Faramir had found them or whatever, and it was a great speech that Sam did about why, you know, the people and the stories that we tell, like why they continue when they had multiple times of turning back. And Frodo was battling really hard the temptation of the ring, and he was having to navigate back and forth of like resisting the ring and destroying it, right? So we have the shadow and the light sides together. And I think it was in that moment where he was like, Sam, why are we doing this? And Sam helped Frodo to grab control of the reins, if that makes sense. So that's my thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and read from the Mythos Tarot just because I've been doing it. If you guys don't want me to read these, please let me know, because it does add in on extra minutes. And I know everybody likes to just watch short videos, though you guys are YouTubers, so like me, you actually may like if they're longer. Okay, so let's talk about this. So the Mythos Tarot, if you guys have been following me for a bit, you know that I love the Greek gods and goddesses. So let's talk about Apollo, the hot one. I feel like that's how we all kind of remember Apollo. Okay, so upright. Okay, so Apollo, he's a god of knowledge, prophecy, oracles, songs, poetry, healing, archery, plague, disease, protection of the young. Apollo, one of the greatest divinities of the ancient Greek age, has a tremendous power to assist you with your current challenges and triumphs. He was one of the 12 gods who ruled Olympus. Replacing Helios as a sun god and twin brother to Artemis, Apollo rode a chariot around the sun to bring light to the world. So upright. Like Apollo's own chariot ridden across the sky, the chariot is a card of movement and direction. Make sure you pay special attention to the road ahead, for your path may not be without challenges. With ironclad focus and confidence, your abilities confidence in your abilities, you will pass the obstacles ahead. With the movement of Apollo's chariot across the world, this card can also represent your own travel, both in the physical and spiritual worlds. Apollo's strength, when channeled, can broaden your horizons if you have enough focus and ambition to take control of the reins and move. He is a god of competition and success, which can bring out a more forceful part of your personality that is a natural part of human nature. This can be used to take charge of your situation. Although, importantly, it must be reined in so as to not hinder your path forward. In reverse, if this card appears in your reading in reverse, you may feel powerless and lacking in direction. You need to pick up the reins of the chariot once more and take control of your own destiny, channeling the powerful force of Apollo to determine your own path. You may feel the desire to race ahead, but have patience. If you have confidence that things will run their natural course, then they will run their natural course. Redirect around potential disaster with composure and consideration. Take a step back and make sure to review your situation before entreating the chariot to move. Others may be taking away your control and leaving you impotent, but it is important to conscientiously take back your power. Without consideration for others, you may have led to frustration or uncontrolled aggression, a vice that Apollo often found himself embodying. Set boundaries with the people around you, and with each turning of the chariot's wheels, these will become more entrenched. Okay, y'all. So that's the chariot. It's beautiful. Look at this chariot, though. I love this card. So when the chariot shows up in your deck, just remember that he is the fastest card. We have movement, and it's probably yours. And be sure to balance things, balance the contradictories, and make up your mind. So that's what I have for you guys today. And as a reminder, hit that subscribe button so you guys can learn tarot with me. Also, I am not teaching you tarot. We are learning together. So please don't come in the comments and be like, you should know better. I don't. That's why it's learn tarot with me. Okay, I'm not teaching you tarot. And keep an eye out because I will start posting tarot readings soon. I plan to start with some pick-a-cards and some just like singular readings as well. Really trying to call in my collective. So I am excited to get to share some of that wisdom with you guys. So I'll see you next time. Bye.